Hey y'all, it's Mo9. And we're doing this collective reading thing. Okay? So this past week it has been an experience. It was hard. This week was hard. This past week was like the lesson. The very lesson. Sorry, I'm just getting these together. The very lesson to test your strength. This could be your physical strength, your mental strength, your emotional strength, your spiritual strength, or it could have been all of the above, all at once, all together. Either way, this week was the test. So, what we're going to read on is we're just going to read on the collective energy of what we needed to learn from the test. And if we got the download correct, and what to expect collectively next week as far as the test, the testing, 1, 2, 3, raw. So let's get right into it. I'm going to use my Crow Tarot deck. Got my whatever. It's crazy. So let's go. High Priestess, Ace of Cups, 5 of Swords. We got the Emperor, 4 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Five of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. So listen. The lesson was to be able to. The lesson here is the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. This is being able to find peace and camaraderie amongst the animosities or things that were the clashing in this space through the competitiveness, through the harshness of the journey. Are you able to find peace within the chaos? Hell no, fuck the peace. Sorry. I mean, listen. Some of it was a space of surrendering. If there's anything the High Priestess knows how to do is when to surrender in a space. And I'm not talking surrender like I yield to this battle. It's like I am not expecting a specific outcome. Where the outcome lays, it may, but I am still here. I am still present to the things that are healthy in the situation and the things that are unhealthy in the situation. I can move through this process. I can get through this. I understand that this is a challenge. Sometimes just like stating that is really what's up. I understand that this is a challenge. I get that this is the challenge here. I get that this is going to be a struggle. I understand the competitiveness in this. I understand the struggle in this. And that was the lesson here, is to be able to understand that going through issues or problems or things not going as planned or things being harder than they need to be, even if it's because of somebody else, even if it's because of shit outside of your control, you can still make it through it. You acknowledge that, okay, this is some bullshit, but Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Part of the lesson here, so that was, yeah, the lesson here is to be able to communicate through it. So you got the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and the seven, the Knight of Cups. To figure out how to work with people when shit is going crazy, when things aren't going as planned, to be able to find camaraderie amongst the chaos, to be able to build groups, build community, still talk to people, still take time to celebrate despite the chaos around you. Yeah, that'll give you the confidence to change the things that you feel are unchangeable by building, by celebrating, by dancing in the rain, by taking those little moments of joy, by creating strategies of growth, making space to congratulate yourself for even the smallest wins. I woke up. I took my time. I paced myself. I made it through it. It will give you the confidence to continue forward. Or just being like, this sucks, and acknowledging that. Awareness, self awareness. But did we as a collective take the lesson? Because we have the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords here. Mm-mm. Collectively, we need to work on what we do when we're lonely, when we feel challenged, when we feel isolated, when we're dealing with people who don't have good integrity. So you got the Eight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Temperance again. Oh no, that was the High Priestess. And the Temperance. So here's the thing. If this was a video game, you did all your side missions. You did all the missions. It was hard and you may have more to do, but you got a lot done and you did very well in it. And not only that, but people are recognizing you as an accomplished person, collective, and a balanced person. But you gotta leave the past behind. Yes, you do, you did, and you will in the future have to walk away from people because they wore a mask around you or masqueraded as something that they weren't, um, to be in your presence and your energy and to have access to the glory that is you. Yes, you have in the past and you will in the future have to do this. And you still awesome and you're still able to make it through. Yes, it did suck. It did. We can't just be like, "Oh, well it taught me this." It sucked. It did. Even with the lesson. And with that, It is time to find a way to release that pain so that you can acknowledge when you do well. Because, like, you'll be doing well and you'll be like, well, remember that time that it didn't go well? Okay, but what about that? You made it through the day, though. You still are doing well when, even despite the fact that things aren't going as planned or have not gotten well in the past. You just got a lot going on. There's a lot of responsibilities. Today I said the cost of living is disrespectful. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard. Sorry, my daughter fell asleep to some dragon movie, so you're gonna hear it. So what's the guidance here for overcoming? You got the Four of Cups and the Moon card. You don't like disingenuous people with a whole gang of secrets, but here's what's up, okay? People are allowed to have their secrets. No, it is not right for people to lack integrity and be unscrupulous, and no, that totally sucks. It is not right. And they're going to disappoint you. That's the guidance. People who lack integrity are going to disappoint you. King of Pentacles. But that doesn't negate your character. You are level headed. You know how to create safe spaces. And if you don't, you can learn. Focus on building those spaces where you don't have to be around people like that. You got kings here, King of Swords. Just set boundaries with these people. It's like, it's impossible not to run into people like this. And now you know how to deal with them. You find a way to release some of that emotion. It's time to surround yourself with people you love to communicate with. It's time to communicate socially around people who have integrity, who are a little more structured emotionally, who don't have a bunch of secret lives and secret stuff. Yes, you're going to run into people who do, and yes, you're going to run into people who don't. And you got to give yourself that time to kind of navigate through it. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it will take time. But good people do exist in the world. They do. Let's go into next week. I'm going to use the Halloween tarot. What are we going to expect collectively next week? This music is like, girl. Dang, this child got my laptop so sticky. Y'all remember when I used to play acid jazz? Oh my god. Oh god. I don't know how YouTube's gonna feel about it. But let's do a We Groovy. Okay. Next week, there is going to be a sense of financial insecurity. Like feeling financially insecure about the future. How am I going to keep up with this bill, that bill? What is going to happen with this? What kind of financial opportunities do I have available? This is going to be where you're at. With the King of Pumpkins here, you're going to be able to tackle those financial responsibilities. Let me tell you something. You're going to be so nervous. It's going to probably be like anxiety, heart palpitations, nervous, rectum clenching, nervousness. But you're going to make it through, and you're going to be able to like not only like make it through, but you're going to be able to get a financial step up ahead from what you've been dealing with. I asked what that looks like, and I got the Nine of Swords. And the first thing I thought was getting your head out of your ass. Get your head out of your ass. When I said that, my baby farted in her sleep. Just saying. Release the tension. With the Nine of Swords, it's very much like you're stuck in your head. Yes, okay. Financial worries are legitimate. There, period. Um, but while you're worrying, you're gonna be able to navigate yourself through some solutions. Um, Instead of going into the oh my god, how did I get in this weight of the world fucking anxiety. It's just really starting. You're just really going to work on fo- focusing on solutions. There we go. To your problem, you're gonna focus more on solutions instead of like questioning yourself and questioning your abilities. The guidance here, you got the Nine of Wands and the Star. Don't let shit talkers get in the way of your ability to grow. People people talk about other people's financial struggles like we're all sitting here as billionaires. Bitch, shut up. You know, like you ever be like, girl, you're just in more credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? Like none of us are billionaires, so none of us are constantly in a state of success. We go through struggles. Financial struggles happen. It's just realistic. Um, so don't let people who project their insecurities onto you have you carrying their insecurities and your own insecurities. I hate that. Like I already have my own insecurities. Thank you. You can keep yours. Junk talking hater. You know? No. So especially with the star card here, understand that these trials and tribulations will soon turn into strategies of growth, and that you won't be in this constant state of headache for the entirety of the week. You're going to come up with a solution. And with the Sun card, this solution is going to be something that helps you with the King of Pumpkins here. It's going to be something that stabilizes you and gives you a leg up. So keep brainstorming. Forgive yourself for places where you feel like you've faltered. And yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. I should just put my Spotify on or something. All right. Listen, when it comes to people in your past that have projected their insecurities onto you, or even in your present, you said what you said. If you gotta just cut them off, be straightforward and honest about what they did and how you feel. If you can find a safe way to do that, do that. Create distance between them. Be emotionally intelligent about how you approach these people or how you maneuver around them. Around, okay? Because just like some people need to stay in their chaos, um, or in their karmic journey, is what you want. Some people want to call it, but either way, you're doing good, girl. You're gonna make it through this financial struggle. Um, it's time to really just focus on solution based thinking. Um, Stop beating yourself up about places where you feel like you haven't been your strongest. You're not going to always be your strongest. Sorry. That's it. No lesson. That's just what it is. You're not always going to be tough. You're not always going to be strong. Um, and it's okay. And give yourself that time to grieve that and feel that. Um, but don't beat yourself up while doing it. You are not your own enemy. Speak kindly to yourself, and you'll be like able to find ways to overcome these obstacles, and you'll be happy with the result. 2 stars, the sun and the star. Things will get better. Let's get a word of affirmation. We'll do 3. Okay, we'll do 3. One, 2, 3. First one says, "Aw, it's the love tip. Don't make fun of my handwriting. Your face." This is a love tip. Reciprocity. So, what privileges do you have and share, and what privileges are shared with you? Why do you give? These are things to ask yourself. Where is the mutual aid in your community? Is it available? Where can you work with others to help you in this situation? Where have you given too much? Not even like, oh, be stingy now, but like, okay, sometimes society teaches us to overgive. And we do it to our detriment because we don't want others to feel pain. And just being able to understand why you do that, where that comes from, etc. I make time to work on my ambitions. I make time to work on myself. I invest in myself and my ambitions. Okay, this is another thing about overgiving. It's time to invest in yourself. Especially if your financial troubles is like, okay, I need to invest in these bills myself. Okay. But yeah. I wouldn't I'm trying not to like keep telling people to do side hustles. Just cuz like I'm like not everybody has the capacity for that. Whatever. But if you have the capacity to, do invest in your little, well, it's not little, I'm sorry to say it like that, but do invest in your side hustles. But don't do it so that it becomes a detriment to your health, your life. Do it as a way of inspiring you and giving you that freedom. So you got yellow dog, helps fight infections. It's time to alkalize your system. Solar plexus stuff, root chakra stuff. This is definitely what this is all about. This is like um stability and feeling confident enough to move forward, or confident enough to take action on certain things, um because you're worried it might not work out, or you're really stressed out about outcomes, possible outcomes, or even outcomes that are coming. This is saying that's such an infection on your ability to grow. Um, some people are living with infections right now, and that is a trigger for them as far as like confidence to move forward. It's something that you can move forward from. It's something that you can still have a successful existence despite it. You can still be successful despite it. You can still survive and thrive, and you can still shine and be great. Or you can just relax. You can still have that. But hey y'all, next week you're going to make it through. Make sure you're taking care of your stomach and your nether regions, um and your hygiene, and especially your mental hygiene. What you tell yourself, who you're around, how you absorb the information. And that's it. Thanks for watching, y'all. You already know what it is. Hit that description box. You could like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm glad you made it through the week, and I hope you keep making it. Keep doing it. Peace.